Shalom, shalom. All right, I want to start off by, of course, giving our honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakodash. Double honor to the elder apostles, great millstone, ruler, and teach well. Kazak shalom to everybody that's tuning in, listening, and learning. And what I got today, as you can see through the title, in parentheses, while he may be found, while he may be found, now we was given a grace period, for us to get right, according to these times, these times that we in is prophesied in the scriptures. If you reference Second Ezra, the 9th chapter in the first verse, dealing with measuring the time diligently, how do we measure the time? Through prophecy. So dealing with measuring the time, we measure the time through prophecy. What prophecies is matching up with the times that we're in now? What prophecies are matching up? What prophecies are relating to the time that we're in now? And what's the word? Beside all the things that guys is out here teaching, the MOTB is this or it's that or it's this. Well, Yahweh said, well, we can start off with that. We gonna start off with that. That Matthew chapter 24, in verse Matthew chapter 24, in verse 5. It says, "For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Yahweh, and shall deceive many." And when you dealing with the name of the Lord, the Lord's name is a title. The Lord's name is a title, but that title also comes with a reputation and a doctrine. So when Yahweh was saying that many shall come in my name, what was Yahweh doing? Yahweh was prophesying. He was teaching. He was ministering. So when whoever coming, in that form of, trying to come off as a prophet, trying to come off as a teacher, trying to do what the Lord, basically trying to do what the Lord did, not giving reference to the Lord, but trying to come in that same stead as if, but pretty much coming in that stead, but not declaring a true foundation, that cornerstone rock, but and we in those times, many people coming in these like they in the form, the scriptures say, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, right? And that's what majority of these jakes do, man, and mainly these Edomites and these Amalekites who constantly blaspheming the Lord, but these jakes, they coming in the form of godliness, but really, the inward part is just straight up, madness, man. Wrath, reveling, all sorts of wickedness, in their bodies, outside of grace and meekness and being humble and being what's the word? Patient, all the qualities of a man that the Lord is looking for in a man, But these are all of the qualities that's required of the Lord, to partake in that grace, man, and that mercy, that mercy, right? Which is going to come upon the elect and all of those that fear the Lord in their houses, you see. But let's get right to the scriptures. Because once again, man, you got to seek the Lord while he's found, man. Shalom to everybody on the comment. That's spirit. Shalom to everybody on the comments. But all right, now let's get right into it. This is book Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 6. It says, let me see. I might have to read up some. Okay, let's start at verse 4. It says, actually, yeah, we're going to go straight to the point. Verse 6. It says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. And when is the Lord nearer? Right now. The Lord is near right now. Because once again, reference to those prophecies, one of them prophecies that we found out through the Spirit was that falling away. The scriptures talk about there shall be a falling away first, and we fell away from the truth. We fell away from Yahweh Shem Shah, but then a couple years more into our captivity under these devils, he saw Edom. To be specific, we the Lord allowed us to come back into some of the knowledge dealing with our business, who came back, and came out with this truth, and now we got what we got today, the apostles and all of the elder brothers and the brothers under them, but there was that falling away first, but now the Lord revealed the truth back unto us, and we able to fear him in his true name, in his son's name, right? It says, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Right, because this is going to come a time where the Lord is going to depart again, man. He's going to depart, and the scriptures say that Yahweh Shai will say, I never knew thee. So when these people start rushing to try to fear the Lord at the last minute, that's when Yahweh Shai is going to reveal to them, hey, man, I'm not with you. I'm not supporting you, and you're going to have to deal with whatever judgment comes with that, because outside of mercy is just destruction. It says, let the wicked forsake his way, right? So this is what you have to do and able to be on good terms with the Lord during this grace period. It says, let the wicked forsake his way and the unrighteous man his thoughts. Right, because in an unrighteous man's thoughts is nothing but wickedness. Scriptures say a wicked thought is abomination to the Lord. Scriptures say the heart is continually the heart is deceitful above all things. So what more unrighteous man's heart? He's not going to take a second thought about grace or mercy from the Lord. It says, and he will have mercy upon him and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. And the Lord is going to pardon those who has that eyesight, who's been trained up in that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Who's continuously nonstop, fearing the Lord. Whatever obstacles come their way, you might, take a fall. The scripture say a just man falls 7 times. You might go off. You got thorns in the flesh. But continuously, continual fear in the Lord, continual tolerance of, those chastising stripes. You see, this is what you have to do to continue in the Lord, man. All right, this is the book of Proverbs, and this is what's going to happen if you don't. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, and verse. I start at verse 22. It says, "How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit upon you." And the Lord has poured out the spirit of prophecy upon his prophets. And if you will take the time to listen and hearken to the prophets with a sincere ear, the Lord will pour his spirit upon you. I done seen 2/3, get an increase in the spirit, I done seen, 2/3 speak truth out their mouth, but the Lord is looking for those that, once again, continuously, fearing him, right? The Lord can pour his spirit upon anybody, but he's really looking for those that's the amongst the elect, and we hoping that we among that number. It says, and the scorners delight in their scorning, actually, verse 23, it says, turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit upon you. I will pour out my spirit unto you. I will make known my words unto you. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught all my counsel and would none of my reproof. So this is talking about all those that turn the ear, turn the shoulder against Yahweh Shah. It says, when your fear cometh as desolation, right? Because we coming into some bad times, man. We coming into some empty and desolate times, man. It's gonna be a famine. It's gonna be a famine of the word. Shit, let alone you're gonna have a famine of food, you know what I'm saying, and water and bread. But also you're gonna have a famine of the word, man. You're not gonna be able to hear the words of the Lord, man. Those words that were telling you to get right, you know what I'm saying? Stop doing this, do that, you know what I'm saying? The Lord is looking for this. The Lord wants to see this in you. You know what I'm saying? That's going to depart, man. And it's going to be a famine of men of the Lord, you know what I'm saying, walking in sincerity, telling you what you ought to do. You know what I'm saying? What the scriptures say. This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 26. Actually, I'll start at verse 25. It says, "But thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee, and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go out among them." And we're about to see some bands again today. Once again, references to Amos chapter 8 and verse 11, famine of the word. It's gonna be things that boil up to the point of us not being able to teach. One of those things being the MOTB, which is also prophecy. One of the main prophecies that's going to come to pass, the hour of temptation, right? It says, right, and we're going to go through those bands, to the point to where, we're not going to be able to teach the truth on the street, man. Because it's going to be so tight. Shit is going to be so tight, man. Esau is going to cut off certain things, but that's of the Lord. Whatever it is, Esau's decision is. The scriptures say, I know that the way of a man is not in himself. The scriptures call it wicked. The Lord swore in the book of Psalms, verse 26 is the point. And I will make thy tongue to cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb, and shalt not be to them a reproof. Right? Because once again, when we go to the book of Proverbs, like we just read, thou would not all my reproof, man. So you wouldn't listen to the reproof of the prophets. You wouldn't hearken into the prophecies. So now the Lord is about to remove his reproof, and the spirit of prophecy off of the streets, but it's going to be prophecy on the streets. It's going to be destruction that's prophesied, right? Let's see. We're going to go to book of Proverbs. Was there any more in that Proverbs one? Let's go back to our Proverbs chapter 1, and this is verse 33. It says, "But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil." Right? Because once again, that name of the Lord, it's strength, man. It's strength in the name of the Lord. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10. It says, "The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run into it, and it is safe." Right. So we're trusting and fearing that name of the Lord right now, so that we don't have to, try to get ready to fear the Lord when it's too late, But yeah, I'm gonna just close it on that. Lord's willingness to edify through audio from shop came in spirit through the lesson. Once again, Mashanaka Bala has a queen Shaka Doro Cobb, give double honors. And till next time, say shalom. Till next time, so shalom.